The Strymon Iridium, an amp and a cab in a small pedal. This could be just brilliant if you're looking for a portable setup or just want something for your home. But really, it's down to how it sounds. So let's check it out. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karilainen. It's good to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. Today I'm taking a look at the Strymon Iridium, which is an amp and a cab simulator in pedal format. So I have it in front of me, and the kind of composition of this shot is really weird because I have it there and I have a camera for it there. So yeah. It looks a bit strange, but anyway, that's so you can see the pedals, or the pedal. I have a couple of others here as well, but what does the Iridium do? It has three built-in amps, a Fender, a Vox AC30 and a Marshall Plexi type thing. It also has three different cabs, four per amp, so in total you get 9 different cabs. You can also load your own IRs in if you want to. I haven't, I'm just using the ones in the pedal. It has a drive, it has a level, it has a room control, so you can get room reverb, and you also have bass, middle and treble. It has an on-off switch and a favorite switch, which is nice. The Iridium costs 433 euros here in Europe. I think it was $3.99 on the Strymon website, dollars I think, so you get import stuff here in Europe. Anyway, you can let me know in the comments what it goes for in Australia and Japan and China and the US, wherever you live. So just let's cut this short and get going. I'm going from the guitar into an overdrive, into a noise gate, into the Iridium, into a delay. I have everything else, I have everything turned off, including the Iridium, and this is kind of my tone. I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YGM Fury pickups and strings that I really should change. That's the just the dry guitar tone without even the Iridium. So it has 3 different amps. They're called Round, Chime and Punch, but really they're Fender, Vox and Marshall, and 3 cabs. So we're start out with the Round. The Fender drive is at halfway, level roughly halfway, and room is at halfway. Turn it on. Okay, so let's just turn off the room. And yeah, turn bass and middle halfway as well. I had those at 3 o'clock. That's without any room. Let's add some room. Okay, so this could potentially be a super compact solution for the stage. So you just have your whole rig on a pedal board, and basically the sounds, the amp sounds that you're having are coming from the Iridium. and you'd have an overdrive, maybe 2 overdrives, depending upon what you want, delay, reverb, all that kind of stuff. It has a favorite mode, so you can store your favorite sound there. So basically you could have an overdriven sound and a clean sound and or whatever. So it could be great. It could also be great for home use, for instance, or in the studio. If you don't have, let's say you don't have a Vox and you want that Vox sound, this could be brilliant. So far, it's sounding very good. The problem I have is I have a monitor over there, out of shot, which I'm not too familiar with because I recently changed it due to necessity, and I'm doubting the monitor more. So we'll see as this goes on, and I'll put something in the subtitles when I edit this, because then I'll be listening with my home monitors, which I'm very familiar with. Let's add a bit of overdrive. So the drive pedal I have is an Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive. We can add overdrive from the Iridium as well. Now we can mess about with the different cabs, so I'm going through cab A now. Let's switch to cab B. That changes the sound to this. Okay, yeah, third cab. I forget what these were, but like I said, you can load your own IRs in as well. They're listed somewhere on the Strymon site. This is the third one. Okay, and then we can go over to the Vox. First cab, drive, back halfway. Let's add drive. Now, I'm not too familiar with the Vox AC30, so I don't know. I've never tried one, actually. I've tried the AC10 and the AC4. This definitely sounds different to the Fender. And from what I've heard on recordings, it does sound a lot more like a Vox. Let's add a bit more drive. So, maxed out the drive. Let's add a bit of drive from the pedal as well. That's why I have a noise gate, because this can get noisy. Drop drive, go through the cabs. This is cab A, cab B, cab C, so that's the Fender and that's the Vox. Then we get to what's mine, kind of more my expertise, the Marshall. Again, let's start with everything basically halfway, except for room. We can add a bit of room now. Room halfway. To cab A. Sounds quite good. More room. Too much. Let's add a bit of drive. Yeah, it's sounding quite good. Cab B. I think the Marshall cabs were a 4x12, a 2x12 in B, and an 8x12 in the C mode. So this would be the 8x12. Okay, this is sounding like fairly good bass. Let's see if the cab A was... Let's add a bit of overdrive. Let's add a lot of overdrive. And let's add delay. See if this would be kind of Yngwie territory. Okay, it's sounding very good, but it's doing that weird thing that some digital stuff does when you feed it a lot of gain. I don't know what it is kind of clipping or something, where it kind of, the top end disappears. Try a different cab. Well, it does it well. Now, let's say this is your favorite sound. You can just press favorite, and when it blinks, then it's stored, and then you can go from whatever. You can go for, let's say you have a Fender, and you have a different cab, you have whatever going on here. So this would be then your sound number one. Okay, sorry, turn it on. And then you just press favorite, and voila, you have the Marshall. And if you have an overdrive, you turn that on and you're full blast. I have to say I'm fairly impressed with the sound of this. There are some things about it that I'm not entirely sure about, that I can't quite point out. There's something in the high register, but that might also be down to the monitor that I'm using here, so I'll put more in the subtitles when I edit this and have a chance to listen to it a bit more. But it sounds very good, and for the price, I mean, it's not a lot of money. So if you're looking for extremely lightweight and you just want something on your pedal board that does a few different amps, is easy to use and all that. By the way, you can run it in stereo. I'm doing mono now. This could definitely be something to look at. Or if you just want something for home recording use, or let's say you have a small studio and you have a Marshall, but you don't have a Vox, you don't have a Fender, this might be something to look into. It handles the overdrive fairly well, which was my probably my main concern. Yeah, I think it sounds quite good. Is it a Plexi in a box, and a Fender in a box, an AC30 in a box? Not entirely, but it does sound surprisingly convincing. You'd actually have to spend a bit more time with it to get to know it, and then you'd be able to say, or at least I would be able to say, a bit more than I am now. But the initial reaction is very positive, and yeah, you could just have a few pedals on your pedal board and go to a gig. That's basically easy peasy. Just a small pedal board. Here's my cable. Where do I stick this? I'll tell you where you can stick that. That's what the front of house would say. So yeah, the Strymon Iridium sounding quite good, but again I have to listen back at home to get a kind of full verdict, because like I said, I'm not too sure about that monitor I have over there. Yeah, if you want to watch more of my gear reviews, there's a playlist here somewhere. There's also a playlist for my music if you want to listen to some of my music. Click like if you liked the video, comment, let me know what you thought, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification thing, and join me on Patreon, because you get all of my music. You can even take it for free. There's a bunch of exclusives there. You get access to my Guitar Academy and everything. So yeah, there's a link to that in the description as well. I hope to see you in another video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.